Yeah, y'all know the deal. Sitting up, nasty, nasty. It's pretty clear. Well, y'all been around here a while, you know the deal. Careful visual inspection is simple things first. We check the oil. It's not locked up. Next thing we're gonna do is see if it'll bark off. That looks like brand new. Ooh, that's nice and shiny. Huh, okay. So normally at this point, I'm gonna shoot a little brake cleaner in. But I bought me a new tool. I saw Terrell Fixes All. You know Terrell. He's got one of these little things here you squirt. And I'm gonna dump some 50 to 1 in here, pop some air pressure to it. This stuff ain't getting no cheaper. The brake cleaner I like to use, I got this at Harbor Freight. It's not sponsored, but I'm gonna put you a link right down in the description. Let's try it out. Bam! That ought to be perfect. We in business now. All right, let's give her a shot right down the yelp. That ought to do. All right, choke, switch on, will it bark off? I knew it had bad gas. It's always carburetor. 3 things for engine to run. Yeah, I know timing. Fuel, compression, and spark. So, we gave it fuel, but it ran and died, so it ain't getting fuel. Dang, them cross-threaded. But we know we got compression and spark. So all we got to do is fix the fuel issue, right? Come off of there. Now I did look in the tank. Yes, it has gas in it, but it's got one of them little plastic things and I couldn't see. It's a metal tank, so I about bet you it's rusty. I might have to get a little plastic insert out of the field and see what it looks like. Come off of here. I'm trying to get this fuel hose off. It ain't, golly. Let me see if I can get the fuel hose off. Snip. Ray Charles could see it was a good idea to cut that fuel line. Let's see what we're working with here. Oh, that's orange. Y'all probably can't tell on camera. Dang it. All right, can I let this pee in there without getting everywhere? Y'all stick around because later in this video, I'm gonna show you how to fix your generator so I don't care if it sits for a year or 2, it's gonna start. Don't wanna miss that part. This doggone thing here, dang, it is stuck. It's supposed to lift right out. Come out of there. Oh, y'all gotta see it. That's nasty. Yeah, that's a little nasty in there. It doesn't look to be too rusty. It's just real cloudy. Hey, thanks for tuning in to Raley Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. This you'll get at the Point channel. Something else, we got another channel called T-Bone After Hours. It's everything but fixing lawnmowers and generators and such. All right, now that we got all this gas drained, go ahead and get this fuel line off and out of the way. Come off of there. Come on, stupid little clamps. We're gonna replace this. Let's just take another look in here while we're here. Let's turn that off. We'll rinse that tank out. And see how much of a mess am I gonna make? That actually looks pretty doggone clean in there. Ooh, it's running down my doggone arm. Dadgummit. That looks clean. Is there a screen in there? Stupid stinky gas. Golly, right down my arm. Some of these have a screen up inside there. This one doesn't. But since this is clean, there'll be a little screen inside. We know it's flowing good because we just saw it, right? Let's put this back on, get this carburetor off, take a look inside. All right. God, they put Loctite on? They sure did. They put Loctite on that stupid thing. That's not gonna work. Hold on. Here, let's try this. Get in there. Look, there goes the block. Y'all remember how that goes? See the little thing out the end there? Now, let's see if we can twist this around and right off of there. Now, there's a little spring right there. That goes in the teeny hole, obviously. Let's look inside this thing. All right. Let's see. If these carburetors aren't too bad, that's your main jet in these carburetors. Golly. Yeah. Sometimes you can, great day. That's tight, but a lot of times you can just clean these things because you have your main jet right there. If I can get this gasket out of the way, there are two more holes, one on that side and one on that side. And what you can do is just get you a torch tip cleaner, piece of wire, clean them all out, and this won't fit. Yep, that barely fits. Blow that out, and a lot of times you can just get them back running without even pulling the carburetor, if they're not too bad. So everything that isn't a screwdriver is a hammer. Okay, just remember that. Quick tip for you. Yeah, that's a mess. Now, these things are gonna leak, I'm telling you. That's why, you know, you can go in there and put a seat, a needle, and all that mess in there if you want to. Clean all this mess up, and there you go. But I'm still gonna show you what to do. So when you put this thing up, I don't care if it sits a year, it'll start. Y'all stick around for that, it's coming. What I'm gonna do on this one, I'm gonna put a Chinamanese carburetor on here. That's what I'm gonna do. So this particular one I have here, there is no choke on here, but it sends you the kit that comes with your choke lever, gaskets, choke butterfly, shaft, screws. It comes with all kind of stuff, okay? And I know y'all probably see this price over there, right here, $27.85. That's what I charge for it. It's a cheap Chinese carburetor. So basically half that is what I paid for it. This is a business. This ain't no charity organization, Roger. So if you look at this old carburetor, and I didn't mean to be a smart butt about that, but I gotta make money, guys. Y'all understand? And if you want to order a Chinese, I'll put you a link if I can find that one in the that Jungle website. I'll put you a link to it right down in the description. So let's see, can we put this together? And those are kind of, there we go. See if I can get it behind this little spring-a-bob. Just bend it out a little bit. There we go. Now we're talking. Now I need to get this little thing here straight. Right there-ish, so that this will fit. Now all we got to do is pop this one in or pop this one in. See the difference in the hole sizes? What do we have on the old one? The big holes. So let's do that. Pop this bad boy in. Get in there. Ah, dang. Hurt my fingers. There we go. That's perfect. Look at there. All right, let's get this bad boy back on. That gasket right there looks perfect. And remember, this is going to go up here first, then the carburetor. Some of these styles, they'll come and just have an O-ring on there. In this case, it'll be a gasket. So let's wipe this off just a little bit. And then get this linkage hooked up. Yeah, no, the gasket's stuck, so that's great. All right, now your little teeny spring has got to go in the teeny hole. So I know you ain't gonna be able to see, but I'm gonna always hook the spring up first, just like that. And then we're gonna hook this in and wiggle jiggle. There we go. Now, let's get our gasket positioned. Get on there, stay put. And then I'm gonna stick this in the back of the carburetor first. And pop that up there, and then all we got to do, am I positioned right? Make sure we're lined up right. We don't need no air leaks. Make sure they're started so I don't cross thread them. Yeah, that's in there good. All right. Come on. There we go. Why won't that go on there? Now sorry about all the banging. I am going to go ahead and just do this by hand. I know my socket's crooked on the bolt, but that's okay. You don't want to over tighten these too much. That's perfect. Come on, get on there. Yeah, that's nice. All right, let's get us a piece of fuel line. That looks pretty close. And a couple of clamps. Come on. That's many in there, that's perfect. All right, fuel line, let fit. That's perfect. That looks good. We're on about right there. Snipperoonie. Now, before I hook this up to the carburetor, what I want to do is I'm going to put some gas in here, because there's a little teeny bit down in that tank. It ain't much. But I'm going to run some fresh gas through and make sure that we don't have any of that old stuff. It actually is not too bad in there. Just a little bit of surface rust, but it's not terrible. Y'all stick around, that trick's coming. And get us some gas in here. Luckily it ain't full, because I wouldn't lift it like that now, would I? Put a little in here. This one wasn't near as bad as a lot I've seen. I always leave these a little loose so they can fall down, so it can breathe and stuff. Hey, did y'all go over and subscribe to T-Bone After Hours yet? All right, let's run a little gas through here. There we go. I replaced this line because I was worried, you know, sometimes old gas and all, they'll swell from the inside and stop your flow up. 3 deer just stopped right there. They just ran across. Anyhow, parts 1 and 2 have already been filmed on this here new building we're building. Yeah, I got to get up there and put sheet metal on. Already got the sheet metal. Subscribe. Don't miss part 3 coming soon to T-Bone After Hours. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and hook our fuel line up and cut this fuel on and let it sit. Make sure there ain't gas pouring out of here. All right, y'all ready? Let's see what's going to happen. Fill in the bowl, fill in the bowl, fill in the bowl. Can y'all see through the bowl? Nope. Let's open the choke. Let's let it sit a little bit and be sure it ain't leaking. Well, doggone. It's dry as a bone. So are y'all ready to see what is guaranteed to work? I don't know what kind of guarantee it is. It's gonna work. I don't care if this thing sits for a doggone year or 2. What I'm about to show you, your machine will start. First thing you gotta do is get the fuel line loose, drain all the gas out of that fuel tank. That's step 1. Maybe leave the gas cap open, sit at the sunshine so that tank will evaporate and be completely dry. Next, your carburetor. Now, what I'm gonna tell you is gonna work on just about any generator, any lawnmower, riding, or push mowers. Doesn't much matter. Do this on any of them. you would want to take your nut off the bowl in this case and just drop your bowl. Be careful of your gasket. Get you some brake cleaner because it dries fast. And spray a little bit in here, let it dry, and then put it back together, put the machine up dry. Now, if you have maybe a Honda style carburetor, you can take that nut off the side right there, but that's going to leave a little bit of that fuel down at the bottom. It's going to go bad on you. Loosen this nut up. If you're scared about the bowl gasket, just loosen the nut up pretty good, push it up and jiggle it around, maybe squirt some brake cleaner through the crack right there because you want this carburetor dry. Now another one. You got one of these with the solenoid. Take the daggum solenoid off. Look at the inside of that one. Take it off and spray a little brake cleaner in there and then put the doggone thing back together and put it up dry. The next time you get ready to pull it out and use it, put your fresh gas in it, it's gonna start. Let's put this one back together and see if she's gonna run. Well, that gasket looks pretty good. I'm gonna just use the old choke thing since our gasket looks good. We'll stick this bad boy back up here. Get our breather hose back in. Looks like our fuel hose a little in the way. And let's just stick our choke lever just like that. Now let's make sure it works correctly. Closed, open. Air filter looks like brand new, so that's good. Y'all ready to fire this thing up? I wonder if it puts out power. All right, let's see if this thing's gonna run, y'all. Hey, did y'all click that subscribe yet? Maybe thumbs up. Well, if it runs right. Switch on, choke on, fuel on. I'm gonna hit my elbow. That would hurt. Let's see if it's got any power. Here I come. It's got a little Dremel. We really appreciate you tuning in to Raley Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. Hope this video helps you guys out. Maybe give us a subscribe, share these videos with your friends. We're out here to help as many people as we can to fix your equipment, save you money and aggravation the next time your power goes out and you want to fire your generator up. So, click that subscribe, share these videos with your friends. Subscribe to T-Bone After Hours. Don't forget T-Bone After Hours. Oh, follow us on Facebook. Raley Small Engines on Facebook. Ain't no telling what I'll throw up on that. We'll see you soon. Wee doggy. All right. Goodness.